You can't change your height, but you can change how you dress. Have you ever stood in front of a mirror, tried on outfit after outfit, and felt like nothing made you look quite right? Maybe the pants were too long, the skirt cut your legs in half, or that gorgeous blouse somehow made you feel shorter? If that sounds familiar, you're not alone. For many older women, especially those of us on the petite side, finding clothes that flatter instead of frustrate can feel like an uphill battle. And no, it's not because something is wrong with your body. It's because most fashion out there just wasn't designed with petite, older women in mind. But here's the good news. You don't need to grow a single inch to look taller, leaner, and more elegant. All it takes is knowing how to work with what you've got and how to choose clothes that do the work for you. In today's video, we're diving into a topic that's often overlooked but incredibly powerful: how to dress to look taller after 50, even if you're petite. We'll explore 6 timeless style tips that can visually elongate your body, boost your confidence, and help you feel stylish at any age. No gimmicks, no painful high heels, just practical, beautiful solutions that flatter your height and celebrate your spirit. And don't worry, this isn't about hiding who you are. It's about embracing your style in a way that elevates it, literally and figuratively. So if you've ever felt like your clothes were working against you instead of with you, stay right here, because what you're about to discover may just change the way you get dressed, starting tomorrow morning. Now let's begin with the very first secret, a simple trick that starts at the waistline and has the power to instantly lengthen your legs. Shall we? Tip 1. Raise your waist, lengthen your legs. The power of high-waisted styles. If you want to appear taller without adding a single inch to your frame, start with your waistline. Yes, really. Your waist is the secret weapon most petite women overlook. When you wear bottoms that sit higher on your natural waist, you instantly create the illusion of longer legs and a more vertical silhouette. Why? Because high-waisted pants, skirts, or jeans visually shift your proportions, making your legs look like they start much higher than they actually do. It's like a built-in lengthening trick. Simple, elegant, and incredibly effective. Now let's get specific. Look for pants or skirts with a defined waistband that sits just above your belly button. This placement draws the eye upward and creates the perfect balance between your upper and lower body. Avoid low-rise cuts. They cut your body horizontally and make your torso look longer, which only shortens your legs in return. And mid-rise. It's okay, but if you're aiming for a sleek, lengthened look, high-rise is your best friend. But here's where the magic really happens. Pair your high-waisted bottoms with a tucked-in top or a cropped blouse. This keeps the focus right where it should be, on your waist, and prevents any fabric from bunching or hiding your shape. Want to take it one step further? Choose pieces with vertical details, like front seams, pressed creases, or even a subtle stripe down the leg. These lines guide the eye up and down, creating that continuous, uninterrupted flow we're aiming for. And let's talk color for a moment. If your pants and shoes are the same or similar shade, say navy pants with navy loafers, you'll get an even stronger elongating effect. It's all about reducing the number of visual breaks in your outfit so your body reads as one long, graceful line. This doesn't mean you have to stick to just neutrals. A high-waisted olive green skirt with a matching sandal or a soft beige pant with nude heels can do wonders for your frame. Just keep the contrast low between your bottom half and your footwear, and your legs will thank you. And finally, don't forget the importance of tailoring. Even the most perfect high-waisted pants can look sloppy if they're too long or too wide. Get them hemmed to hit right at the ankle or just above if you're wearing flats. It's a small investment, but the payoff in style and confidence is massive. So if you've never tried high-waisted styles, or if you've always thought they weren't for you, give them another look. They might just become your new go-to. Now that we've talked about proportions and vertical lines, let's move into something just as powerful: the secret of using color to create height and harmony in your outfits. It's tip number 2, and you won't want to miss it. Tip 2, one color, one flow. How monochrome outfits make you look taller. After adjusting your waistline, the next powerful tool for a taller look is all about color, specifically how you use it from head to toe. Let me introduce you to your new best friend, the monochrome outfit. Wearing one color or similar tones in the same color family, from top to bottom creates a long, uninterrupted vertical line. And when there are fewer color breaks across your body, your silhouette appears taller, sleeker, and more elegant. Think of it like this. Every time you wear a different color on your top and bottom, you're essentially cutting your body in half. Your eye stops at that contrast line, making you look shorter, even if you're wearing stylish or expensive pieces. So what does a monochrome outfit actually look like? It doesn't mean wearing all black, unless that's your style, of course. You can choose soft beiges, navy blues, warm grays, olive greens, or even gentle pastels. The key is to stay within a similar tone from top to bottom, even better if your shoes are part of the same color story. For example, a navy blouse paired with matching navy pants and dark blue loafers creates a beautiful continuous line. Or a soft oatmeal sweater with beige trousers and nude flats. Effortlessly chic and visually elongating. If wearing a single solid color feels too plain, try varying the textures within the same shade. Pair a knit sweater with tailored pants or add a suede bag to a smooth blouse. This adds depth and personality to your outfit without breaking up your vertical line. Prints can also work, but keep them subtle and within the same color palette. A small-scale floral or pinstripe in tones that match your outfit can keep the vertical illusion intact while adding just enough flair. Now let's not forget accessories. Avoid belts that create harsh contrast at the waist. They can divide your body and undo the lengthening effect. Instead, opt for thin belts in the same shade as your outfit if you want definition without disruption. And remember your outerwear too. A matching cardigan or long coat in a similar tone continues the flow and keeps your figure looking taller even in chillier months. This approach is perfect for those who want to look put together without fuss. Monochrome outfits are timeless, flattering, and surprisingly easy to build once you get the hang of it. So the next time you stand in front of your closet, instead of mixing and matching wildly different colors, try creating a harmonious outfit with one color family and notice how your posture, confidence, and presence all seem to rise, just like your visual height. Now let's say you've chosen the perfect high-waisted pants and mastered monochrome dressing, but then you reach for a dress and it makes you feel boxy or shorter. Why is that? Well, in our next tip, we'll uncover the hidden traps of mid-length skirts and the types of dresses that actually flatter petite women over 50. You'll want to hear this one. Tip 3, don't let your dress shorten you. Find the perfect cut and length dresses are supposed to make us feel feminine, free, and fabulous. But for many petite women, especially those over 50, certain dress styles can do the exact opposite. They overwhelm our frame, hide our shape, and worst of all, make us look shorter than we are. One of the biggest culprits? The midi dress that hits at the widest part of your calves and does absolutely nothing to define your waist. Now don't get me wrong, midi dresses can be elegant and graceful, but only when they're tailored to flatter a petite body. Let's break this down. A dress that's too loose, too long, or cut with a shapeless silhouette will swallow your figure and blur your proportions. It adds unnecessary volume, which pulls your body downward instead of lifting it up. Instead, look for dresses that gently hug your shape. Not squeeze, but follow your natural lines. Wrap dresses, for example, are wonderful. They cinch at the waist, offer a flattering V neckline, and fall in a way that elongates your figure without clinging. Another great option? A-line dresses that start fitted at the top and softly flare below the waist. They create balance and movement without making you look shorter. As for length, pay attention to where the hemline hits. The most flattering lengths for petite women are just above the knee or slightly below it, but not at mid-calf. Why? Because the middle of the calf is often the widest part of the lower leg, and when your hem ends there, it draws attention right to that point and visually shortens the leg. If you do love longer dresses, opt for a maxi style that flows close to your body and nearly touches your ankles. Pair it with slightly heeled sandals or wedges to maintain that lifted, airy feel. Now let's talk about neckline. V-necks, scoop necks, and even off-the-shoulder styles can open up the top half of your body and draw the eye upward. This small shift adds vertical interest and balances your proportions beautifully. Prints can also work in your favor if they're small, delicate, and vertical in nature. Tiny florals, soft pinstripes, or tone-on-tone patterns won't overpower your frame. One last detail: watch your sleeve length. Three-quarter sleeves are perfect. They show off your wrists, elongate the arms, and look polished without feeling heavy. Long, loose sleeves with no shape, they can make your overall look feel weighed down. So the next time you reach for a dress, ask yourself, does this piece follow my shape? Does it give me length? Or is it cutting me off and hiding me inside it? When you find the right fit, a dress doesn't just flatter your body, it lifts your mood too. And speaking of lifting, let's talk about the one item that literally elevates you from the ground up. Coming up next, how your shoes, yes, your shoes, can either add visual height or take it away. Don't miss this one, especially if you've been stuck in the same pair of safe flats for years. Tip 4, step up your look. The right shoes can make you look taller. Let's talk about something we all wear every day, but often underestimate when it comes to looking taller. Shoes, that's right. Your choice of footwear has the power to either visually extend your legs or cut them short. And for petite women over 50 who value both comfort and style, finding the right shoes can make all the difference. Now you might be thinking, I'm done with high heels, they hurt too much. And you're absolutely right to put comfort first. But here's the good news. You don't need sky-high stilettos to add height. What you do need is a few smart shoe tricks that work with your body, not against it. Let's start with pointed toe shoes. Whether you're wearing flats, kitten heels, or wedges, a pointed toe naturally extends the line of your leg. It creates the illusion of longer limbs by continuing that visual flow from your thighs all the way down to your toes. Compare that to round toe or square toe shoes, which tend to abruptly stop the eye. It's a subtle difference, but on a petite frame, subtlety is everything. Next up, nude or skin tone shoes. If you're wearing a skirt or dress that shows your legs, choosing shoes in a color similar to your skin tone will make your legs appear longer. They blend in seamlessly, eliminating any harsh contrast that could visually chop your leg at the ankle. This works especially well with slingbacks, low-cut vamp pumps, or barely there sandals, styles that show off the top of the foot, also known as the vamp. The more of your foot that's visible, the more extended your leg appears. Now let's talk about heels, but the gentle kind. You don't need 4-inch heels to create lift. A 1.5 to 2-inch block heel, wedge, or hidden platform can give you just the right amount of elevation without the pain. In fact, many modern brands offer comfort shoes with subtle height boosters built into the sole, making you look taller but feel just as grounded as in your sneakers. For more casual outfits, platform sneakers or slim ankle boots can add a few centimeters while keeping your look youthful and on trend. Just be careful with ankle straps or boots that cut at the widest part of your leg, unless they're in the same color as your pants or tights. These visual breaks can make your legs look shorter and heavier. Also, avoid shoes that are too chunky or heavy looking. Oversized soles, bulky shapes, or overly ornate designs tend to weigh down the lower half of your body. Instead, opt for sleek, clean lines, shoes that are simple but elegant. And here's a little-known tip. If you often wear pants, match your shoe color to your pant color. Navy pants with navy shoes, black trousers with black loafers. This one trick helps you create a seamless vertical line, which tricks the eye into seeing more height. Even your socks and hosiery matter. Wearing black tights with black shoes? Excellent. But nude pantyhose with dark shoes? That creates a harsh transition. So remember, when you're standing in front of your closet tomorrow morning, don't just think about what's on top. Think from the ground up, because the right shoes don't just support your steps, they support your style and can quietly lift your entire silhouette. And now that we've grounded ourselves in smart footwear choices, let's head back up to one of the most overlooked pieces that can make or break your proportions: outerwear. Coming up next, the elegant secret of jackets and coats for petite women, how to choose layers that lengthen, not shorten. Tip 5, long lines, sleek layers, outerwear that flatters. Petite frames. Outerwear can be your best friend or your biggest fashion trap. For many petite women over 50, the moment cooler weather arrives, we reach for cardigans, jackets, or coats to stay warm. But all too often, those layers end up hiding our shape and shortening our figure. So how do you stay warm and stylish without looking bulky or overwhelmed? The answer lies in one simple idea: long, well-fitted layers. Let's start with coat and jacket length. If you're petite, you might have been told to stay away from long coats. But the truth is, when done right, longer outerwear can actually make you look taller. Here's why: a coat that falls just above the knee or even mid-calf, when tailored properly, creates a clean vertical line from your shoulders to your legs. It visually elongates your body by guiding the eye downward in one continuous flow. Compare that to a boxy, waist-length puffer jacket or oversized cardigan that ends at your hips. It creates a horizontal break, and breaks are the enemy of height. Now pay attention to fit. No matter the length, your outerwear should gently shape your figure. Look for styles that are slightly cinched at the waist, or that follow your natural silhouette without being too snug. Belted coats, especially with a soft tie around the waist, are wonderful. They highlight your shape without cutting you off. Avoid anything too oversized or shapeless. While it might feel cozy, it'll likely make you look heavier and shorter than you actually are. Now let's talk necklines and collars. V-neck openings or notched lapels are your friends. They open up the chest area and keep your top half from feeling closed in. This subtle detail helps balance your proportions, especially if you're layering over thicker fabrics underneath. And what about sleeves? Three-quarter sleeves or slightly cuffed full-length sleeves can help add polish and elongate the arms. If your coat sleeves are too long and bunch at the wrists, consider getting them tailored. It makes a surprising difference in how elevated your look appears. Color matters too. Try choosing outerwear in the same color family as the rest of your outfit. Wearing a black turtleneck with black pants, top it with a charcoal or black coat to keep that vertical line going strong. This continuity creates visual height and cohesion, especially when viewed from a distance. Patterns and textures should be used with care. If you love a bold plaid or tweed, opt for smaller vertical-leaning prints that don't overpower your frame, and avoid anything with excessive bulk, like giant fur collars, heavy quilting, or wide lapels that weigh down the upper body. One more smart trick: wear your coat open. If the weather allows, keeping your outerwear open, revealing your outfit beneath, helps preserve your vertical lines and prevents that wrapped-up effect that can make you look boxy. It also shows off your carefully chosen high-waisted trousers, dress, or monochrome look underneath. And finally, tailoring. Tailoring. So many off-the-rack coats are made for taller frames. If you find something you love that's too long in the sleeve or hem, don't be afraid to visit a tailor. A few quick alterations can turn a good coat into a perfect one. So next time you're reaching for something to layer on, ask yourself, will this coat extend my shape or shrink it? Outerwear isn't just functional, it's an extension of your style. And when chosen wisely, it can add inches to your look without a single heel in sight. Now you might be wondering, with all this talk about silhouettes and layers, what about accessorizing? Can belts, scarves, bags, and jewelry help or hurt your height? The answer is both. In our final tip, we'll uncover how to keep your look elegant and elevated. By learning how to simplify your style without sacrificing personality, you'll be surprised how much less can actually do more. Tip 6. Keep it simple, keep it long. The magic of minimal styling. Sometimes the most powerful statement you can make is with simplicity. When it comes to dressing taller, especially for petite women over 50, less is often more. And nowhere is that truer than with layering and accessories. We all love a good scarf, a cozy cardigan, or a stylish handbag. But the truth is, piling on too many layers or wearing oversized extras can overwhelm a petite frame and cut your height down visually. So how do you keep your look interesting, elegant, and elevated without weighing yourself down? Let's start with layering. Layering can add depth and texture to an outfit, but only when done with intention. Too many bulky pieces, like thick sweaters under heavy jackets, can create volume in the wrong places. That volume adds width, not height. Instead, Aim for lightweight, body-skimming layers that glide over your shape. Try a thin turtleneck under a soft blazer or a silk blouse paired with a streamlined vest. Choose pieces that follow the lines of your body, not fight against them. When it comes to cardigans and outer layers, pick long, narrow silhouettes over chunky, cropped ones. A duster cardigan in a neutral tone can elongate your shape effortlessly, especially when worn open over a monochrome outfit. And now, let's talk accessories. Petite women often make the mistake of choosing statement pieces that are too large for their frame. Oversized bags, chunky necklaces, or wide belts can throw off your proportions and create visual blocks that interrupt the vertical line. Instead, choose delicate, proportionate accessories that enhance your look without dominating it. A slim crossbody bag in a tone similar to your outfit, a long pendant necklace that creates a vertical focal point, or a thin leather belt in the same shade as your pants, gently defining your waist without cutting you in half. The key is to keep the eye moving up and down, not side to side. Scarves are another example. Rather than bulky loop scarves around the neck, try wearing a long, thin scarf draped loosely down the front. It draws the eye vertically, adds flair, and keeps your silhouette sleek. Shoes, as we discussed earlier, should also remain streamlined. Simple designs, low contrast, and clean lines. Now here's something many people overlook: patterns and fabrics. If you're mixing prints or textures, make sure they're subtle and within the same color family. Bold clashing prints or stiff fabrics can disrupt your proportions, whereas soft knits, smooth silks, and well-fitted cottons allow your outfit to move with you, not against you. One last tip: avoid too many outfit cutoff points. These are spots where one garment clearly ends and another begins, like where a tuck shirt meets a contrasting belt, or where cropped pants meet light-colored shoes. Each of these cuts the body into sections, which is the opposite of what we want. Your goal is a long, continuous line from head to toe. So next time you're putting together an outfit, pause and ask, is this adding clarity to my look or confusion? Is it elevating my frame or dividing it? Simplify, streamline, soften. Because when your clothes flow, so do you. And with these 6 smart, powerful tips, you now have the tools to visually stretch your silhouette, flatter your height, and dress with confidence, grace, and ease. But before we wrap up, there's one last thing we need to talk about. It's not just about what you wear, it's about how you feel wearing it. In our final section, let's bring it all together and talk about confidence, posture, and the joyful energy that makes any woman, regardless of height, stand tall in every room she enters. Conclusion: you don't have to be tall to stand tall. Let's take a moment to breathe, because what you've just discovered isn't just about fabric, shoes, or hemlines. It's about shifting how you see yourself. So many women, especially after 50, begin to feel invisible. Our bodies change, our energy shifts, and sometimes fashion can feel like it's no longer made for us. But here's the truth: style has no age, and confidence has no height requirement. By making just a few thoughtful adjustments, like wearing high-waisted pants, dressing in one harmonious color, choosing dresses that flatter your frame, stepping into the right shoes, selecting elegant outerwear, and embracing minimal styling, you've already begun to reclaim how the world sees you and how you see yourself. You don't need to be tall to look tall. You don't need to follow trends to feel beautiful. You just need to understand the language of proportion, balance, and self-expression. And the best part? These aren't rules, they're tools. You get to choose which ones make you feel the most like you: elevated, graceful, confident. So next time you step in front of the mirror, ask not, how tall do I look? But rather, how tall do I feel? Because that feeling, that inner radiance, is what turns heads. That's what people remember. And that, my friend, is what real style is made of. If today's video gave you even one tip you're excited to try, go ahead and give this video a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe for more practical, uplifting advice tailored for women just like you. And tell us in the comments, which of these 6 tips are you going to try first? We're here to support each other, because when one woman stands taller, we all do.